Hello everyone. I just wanted to provide a quick clarification for problem 1.4 on the second homework. This is a problem that shows a pretty neat application of DFAs where we can actually create a verifier of correct binary addition. Unfortunately though, to get this into JFLAP is a bit of a pain because, so first of all, JFLAP only reads things from left to right, whereas it's actually much more convenient in this problem to read from right to left. So I'm going to have you input things in the reverse order that we actually understand them being in. So that's what I was showing in this example, even though, yes, we read it from left to right. The first column here, so the first element of the first string, first element of the second string in the result, that first column is actually the last thing we're going to put in. Whereas this one is actually the first one we're going to put in. It'll just be much easier for you to design a machine if you start from right to left. I mean, that's how we normally, in grade school, that's how we learn to add things, right? So I'm not saying that you need to change JFLAP. Keep JFLAP as it is. It's going to read things from left to right in the order that you put them in, but you can assume that that's actually corresponding to reading from right to left in the real problem that we're considering here. All right. So if this were the example that you saw, you would actually input this column first, this column second, this column third. The other thing to be aware of here is in JFLAP, we can't really have a column. So here I want you to have this alphabet with 8 elements in it because these are the 3 possible columns. Sorry, these are the 8 possible columns that you would see with 3 binary digits. But there's no such thing as a column in JFLAP, so we have to, in order to deal with an alphabet like that, we actually have to put it as an unpacked string. So let me I'll come up with a little example here, but let's say that, going out of state Q0 to Q1, I wanted to have that happen if I saw column 0, 0, 1. So notice I actually have to put in, it doesn't look like these are columns here, it looks more like a row here. I have to just put it, from left to right. And let's say that I wanted to go from Q0 to Q2 for the column that has 1, 0, 0. Then I would do that, right? And I'll just do one more. Let's say that when I see 1, 1, 1, I'll go from Q2 to Q1. So just to show you then what the input looks like here. So now if I do, let me make this just a bit bigger here. If I do step by state here, so let's say I saw the column 1, 0, 0 and then I saw the column 1, 1, 1. This is how I would input that. So I know this, these are only 2 characters in my alphabet technically, right? Because each character in my alphabet is actually a full column, right? But I have to input them as, it looks like 6 characters in the string because it's 2 groups of 3 characters, each of which specifies an actual character in my alphabet, all right? So I want to do 1, 0, 0, that column, followed by 1, 1, 1. This is how I'd input it. And now notice when I step, see it highlights those 3 characters. Is actually one of my characters in my alphabet. And then I go to the next one, okay? So that's how this problem's set up. A little bit janky, but that's how we have to get it to work with JFLAP. And it's a very cool problem otherwise. So thank you for indulging me on this weird format.